People are starting to get the idea of what's going on. Um, February 25th, McDonald's, Whipple, right by Fulton Road. Okay. I go in there right before noon. There's a white hair guy walks in right before me. He's part of this. They still have this surveillance. February 25th, 22. Right before noon. Okay. And he is in there. Okay. Ignore him. He's like, her husband showed up in town, at a store and told everybody he'd been trying to get rid of her. And he didn't want her anymore. Ask everybody for help. The group there. So they decided to help. The bitchy divas of Ravenna. The Beverly Hills Girls 911 Diva Girls of Ravenna. The Michelle retired Judge Pete's daughter. The Lauren, the big heavy set girl with big chest. Her family's gonna steal everything I have in life. And the pretty dark hair girl. The Steve, Eric, Kirk, Chris, and Mark. Them and their little families all in there. Michelle's mother. They all decided to help instead of, oh my God, this old ass just moved to town. He's trying to kill his wife. Been trying to get rid of her. Get one of the undercover police, say, oh, we got someone you can meet. Set him up. Get him for trying to murder her. Because you tried to enmask them. They could have been local heroes. Local girls save this lady's life that just moved outside of town. They could have been local heroes instead of criminals. But he's in there running his mouth. He showed up at that store. Told him he didn't want her anymore. He'd been trying to get rid of her and it hadn't worked. Asked that group to help. And they decided to help him. It's been them the whole time. And it's them doing it and they don't even know how to fix it anymore. He's like, she's made a million mistakes. And some guy found out what she lived through and he wanted to meet her. So I told him, just go ahead and meet her. And this guy comes up and says, hi, I'm Vita. They're lucky I'm a nice person. It's like, hi. I'm sitting there, I'm like boiling mad. Okay? Them and their sick, psychotic friend that they talk about, a Henry, that cut my skull open. He has to be some kind of doctor. And he's probably the one that gave him the amnesia drugs. Because you realize they're killers. Somebody said that last year. The whole problem of it is these people are murderers. They are. Where Dave said, my girlfriend's rich and powerful. Her family owns a place you won't be able to withstand. I told him it's not a communist country. Nobody owns a place. Police and agencies can only be in a home under a threat of life. Failure to notify before initiating and speaking to the other person in the home is abuse and misconduct, and failure to protect is abuse and misconduct. Who do you report? Police and agencies for surveillance in your home. Department of Justice, FBI, ICE, and local police department. Fourth Amendment right to privacy makes it a legal search and seizure. That's why Officer Reinhardt in Louisville. It comes down to no matter what. Till Will took your statement at the Canton FBI. Nobody could be in your home, and he had agreed to protect you and take your statement. Then a heavy-set cop talked today within a day or two. He didn't know that man went to Paymer. You know, I told you I already figured it out. That big heavy-set blonde girl with a big chest, her parents saying they were going to steal everything I had in life and wore her hair fringe braided. She was seen driving the guy's car that went to Paymer. Pretended he was FBI. Looks like the guy from the cooking show. It's probably her brother. And the one that looks just like him at Burlington Coat Factory but younger said he personally drugged me up. I told you it was a fiasco that day. People were running and Save-A-Lot. Oh my goodness, they admit to drugging her and telling her to say it before. When one client on 6th Street, they were running all their houses saying it. Okay? Even to the postman, most likely we all heard it because they sold the lock-in. Selling police information is like 13 years. Drugging somebody's 20. Chipping's 20. Impersonating a federal officer is 3. Rape and torture is 20 to 50. Illegal surveillance can be 5 or more. Being part of a domestic terrorism group, you can get 20 to life. Domestic terrorism is a group of people to further their ideology, it's their opinion, by threats to human life and harm to human life and breaking the U.S. government laws. What is this? Domestic terrorism spinning off hate crimes. It's the bitchy divas, Beverly Hills 911 Ravenna style. And their sick families helping doing this to me. The guy rats them out. February 25th, 22 at McDonald's on Whipple. And pull their surveillance. You'll see him sitting down with another guy. So he'll walk in before me. You'll see it. Worked in a restaurant a long time ago. Little tiny camera in the corner. Picked up somebody and saw me clear across the room. 15 years ago. I went into a camcorder, VHS tape. Think how good they are now. It's 2022. Everything's bugged. Our U.S. government recognizes remote neuromonitoring electronic brain links as a legal strategy for the truth. Our U.S. government does. Outlawed 2005. They tried it in a military prison, Quantico Bay. They got him 20 years RICO charges, drugging people, beat, rape, torturing, and chipping. Justice for Victims of Torture and Terrorism Act was created. Remote neuromonitoring electronic brain links is against all basic human rights and all human dignity. Our government recognizes legal. So what does that make them? Terrorists against our government. It's used in paralyzed patients for communicating since 16. Paralyzed man plays computer with brain chip. Paralyzed man plays video game with brain chip. Comes up with a cell phone. They have framed the FBI for that crime. They have impersonated the FBI and have fake badges. These people are sick. The undercover police helping out for the retired judge's daughter and her bitchy friends and their family, having fun destroying the wife and making a public mockery. Someone needs to stop them. It's just them. You know, they could have been local heroes. He tried to kill me at Lenox. Had the attempt to break in. They knew where the security system was. Told me to go a certain way. Followed her, ended. Linked back to that church. Attempted kidnapping. Attempted carjacking. And when he got up there, they had him within 10 days. Do you realize if those girls and their family would have done the right thing and said, oh yeah, we got a special man we'd like you to meet, he could help you with this. Get an undercover cop to meet him and arrest his dumbhouse. They could have been local heroes. Because who the hell, besides murderers, do this? And people aren't smart enough to be afraid of them. Everybody knows about the shower scene and the drug confessions and people not seeing drug confessions and other people seeing them where I had bruises and hand marks and cuts on me. They were abusing me under drugs before I called Will. And that's why I couldn't remember to tell him that guy told Paymer. On me the night before, or the attempted kidnapping, attempted carjacking, threatened to knife me guy. I could only remember the what a shame guy. Amnesia drugs aren't funny. They didn't have a quarter to watch me. It's ridiculous. I just read you the law. That's why the cops laugh at it. Nobody was allowed in my home. And there's over 10 men that told on the shower scene, and over 10 of drugging me and telling me to say stuff and who was involved. My ex defended me on tape during the police investigation, Karen, you go to the kids, you go to the grandkids. Nobody had got a chance to drug me, so I taped them along with the police. I was found innocent and 18 of everything. They told Dave March 1st of 15 or 19. It's just a real life case of how to get away with murdering people and getting away with it. January 25th, 2019, enter the case where Dave's acting crazy. The police are at the end of the road. One of them shows up while I'm crying in my room. The police always knew she's innocent before. They were talking about it at the station. Some guy was bailing his guy out from a team and said if she's innocent, I'll pay a fine or a bail. And he said no, the police already know she's innocent before. And they never want to arrest her. I'm sorry, they're screaming driving by. Here, they're loud. But yeah, the police already knew those girls did something wrong before. They said it was Michelle's hitman, the guy that said he was running it, the older African American man with short top, have gray hair, is the photoshopper of the shower scene. There's a Steve, Eric, Kirk, Chris, and Mark, probably the girls' brothers and fathers, because they were all in that store that day and they all agreed to help. And the sick bastards, because who the hell would help hurt somebody besides murderers? No one. You don't make fun of people they're terrorizing and killing unless you're a murderer. And you definitely don't help out. You stay out of stuff of, oh my God, that ass wants to hurt his wife. Get the cops. Exactly. Unless you're already a murder group. It's just the bitchy divas ever have been in their sick, psychotic families. But I was already found innocent at 18 of everything. Yeah. They're sick bastards, and these people are so retarded around here. I'll tell you what, if like a news crew showed up, they look at them and say, what the hell's wrong with this town? You don't make fun of victims. They've drugged her, they cut her up, they raped her. My God. You're making fun of her for what? We have heard about the shower scene in the Darks before, and she's never been questioned with Miranda rights. And nobody had a right in her home. It's illegal to be in somebody's home, and it'd be illegal to look or listen. What are you doing? Making fun of this woman for them terrorizing her and hurting her. Are you that stupid? They could kill them and turn on them in a heartbeat.